At this time of year, high school and college students join the pool of Americans looking for jobs. But the Better Business Bureau is warning job seekers about phony postings and work-at-home schemes from fake employers. Joining me now is Howard Schwartz, the Executive Communications Manager for the Connecticut Better Business Bureau. Nice to have you back here, Howard.
Nice to be here.
So it's the time of year the graduates are looking for some jobs, also people who are home for the summer break. They want to get some sort of employment, but you say beware.
Absolutely beware. There's what's called corporate identity theft or name hijacking. And what people are doing is they're posting fake jobs online using the names of well-known national companies and local companies. And they'll go onto job boards. They'll pay to pretend they're an employer. They'll start culling resumes so they can tailor their pitch. And then they go after you. And they're really after three things. Your identity, in other words, your social security number. They're after a payment up front, supposedly for drug testing or for training materials. And they want your bank account number, supposedly to have direct deposit. So you've got to be very careful.
That's pretty sneaky, especially if you recognize a name of the company. You might think it's legitimate.
It is, and one of the problems is that they'll redirect you to an authentic-looking website where you fill out this information. Now, of course, these are things which we would need for a legitimate job, your social and bank account if you want to get direct deposit, but never before a face-to-face meeting. And there are quite a few red flags involved when you hit one of these people.
All right, and how big of a problem is this in Connecticut?
It's a problem across the country because the folks who do this don't know any kind of geographical borders. But they might do something, for example, they'll say, we found your resume online, we think you'd be a great fit for the job, which everybody wants to hear. Generic titles such as administrative assistant, customer service rep, no licensing required. And the scam ads often contain phrases like teleworking okay, immediate start, no experience needed, and of course they're going to pay you a whole bundle of money.
How about that saying, it's almost too good to be true? Should you think about that in the back of your head?
You should, but you know, the thing is, not only students, but there are a lot of folks who've been waiting so long to get employed that you want that magic phone call, and they'll do it by phone, they'll do it by text or by email, and unfortunately people are getting snagged, they're getting their identity stolen, and they're losing money for things like having to pay money up front.
Sure.
You never pay for a job.
That's true, right? That doesn't make sense. All right, let's talk about the red flags, though, that how we know a posting is legitimate or not. The first one, as you mentioned before, if you didn't apply for it, you probably want to double check.
That's right.
Right? If someone's calling you out of the blue. Well,
and you should be going, if it's the name of a well-known company, go to their website, make sure there is indeed such a job, and you can call HR to make sure. The other thing is be careful with reshipping job offers. Now, this is a work-at-home scam. You take delivery of some merchandise and you ship it somewhere else. You get overpaid with a fake check. You're supposed to wire some back. But the deeper problem is the merchandise can be contraband. It might be something that's stolen. So
then you're breaking the law on top of everything.
And you're breaking the law and you're losing money, and the police can show up at your door. Watch out for incentive payments. They say, well, we're going to give you this check to get you started, whether it's a work-at-home scam or supposedly some sort of job in a corporate office. Sure. And of course, you get stung for the money. And another big red flag is they don't want to meet you face-to-face. They want you to fill out all kinds of information online, and then, of course, the person disappears and you never see them again. And
they've probably taken your information, all of your personal info, right?
They have, and that underscores why you should be checking your credit report. This is related. The free one is the government-sanctioned annualcreditreport.com, because if you run into a problem like this, you want to see if anyone has used your social to open up lines of credit in your name.
And there's some resources over on your website, though, the Better Business Bureau.
We have a tremendous number of resources. We're at bbb.org/Connecticut, and people can look up a charity or a business to find out what their marketplace record is like. And you can also look up an accredited business in our directory, and those are folks who've upheld themselves to high standards, dispute resolution, and honest advertising. So really, it's a one-stop shop, and it doesn't cost anything.
So if we are trying to find that summer job, good places to look probably would be, would you say, the newspaper? Although there could be scams in the newspaper, too.
There could be scams in the newspaper. There are great job boards out there. You should go to corporate websites and look for sites, look for job openings there. It doesn't mean inherently that you can't trust anything, but it does mean you have to do your research to make sure it's a legitimate job.
Very good. Makes a lot of sense. And of course, you could log on to the bbb.org for more info. The phone number is also on your screen there. Howard, thanks so much for all the information.
Always a pleasure.